Tennessee governor appears to have dressed in drag in an art form, okay, that he wants to restrict. Governor Bill Lee, a Republican, is set to sign a bill limiting where and in front of whom drag performances can take place. Okay, so he literally did the same thing, right? So let me guess. He was flashing his junk at a drag queen story hour in front of kindergartners, right? He had to have done something at that level for this to be the same. So by the time Tennessee Governor Bill Lee confirmed Monday that he would sign a recently passed bill criminalizing drag performances in public and in front of children, a photo appears to show him dressed in drag as a high school student has already started to circulate on Reddit and Twitter. So just before midnight Saturday, a Reddit user shared an image that appears to show Lee as a high school student wearing a short-skirted cheerleader's uniform and a pearl necklace and a wig, posing on the school sports field next to two girls in men's suits. The caption says, Governor Bill Lee in drag, 1977 high school yearbook. This is what they got. So judging by the fact that it looks like there's another guy dressed as a girl, you got these two girls dressed as guys. This was probably some event at the school. Like, oh, hey, bring your significant other and dress in each other's clothes or something. They're putting this on the same level as dressing in as sexual of a way as possible and flapping your junk around in front of children. So this and initially you think, right? Oh, this is another story of a Republican being a hypocrite, which I cover those all the time. So I wouldn't fault you for believing that. Like, this is like Halloween party level shit right here. But they're acting like, oh, well, he dressed like this for a prank once. Oh, it's totally hypocritical of him. The law that he's going to be signing will say nothing about this. The exact thing he did will still be okay. The subsequent post, the Reddit user who did not respond to request for comment, probably a good idea, referred to the drag bill on the governor's desk. I'm not sure it will be signed, but their proxy needs to be poked at before they come after play in Nashville or even Rocky Horror at Belcourt twice a year. So answering reporters' questions Monday, Lee, a Republican, said he would sign the drag bill in addition to a separate piece of legislation that prohibit gender-affirming care for the state's minors. That would prohibit mutilation of children, yeah. He was asked whether he remembers dressing in drag in 1977. He appeared to have been shown a copy of the image. He neither confirmed nor denied whether that was him in the image. Now, that's a stupid response right there. Then, of course, he responds in a typical boomer Republican way. What a ridiculous question this is. Which it is, but you realize when the media is against you, they're gonna do this. You need to turn it against them. So Lee responded in an exchange that was recorded and shared on Twitter by the Tensei Holler, a local news site, conflating something like that into sexualized entertainment in front of children, which is a very serious subject. Yeah, see he had made a good point right here, actually. But how he should have responded was, yeah, that was me. Yeah, we had some event at the school and it was fun to participate in. But you know what I don't do? I don't view this as my identity. I don't view this as a lifestyle. It was just a one-time prank. I wasn't like flapping my junk around in children's faces while I was wearing that miniskirt. Little bit of a difference here. He should have said something like that. Lee's press secretary, Jade Cooper Byers, did not confirm whether it was Lee in the yearbook photo. They should just confirm it already. Yeah, that was me. And then they should bring out the details about what they were doing, because they weren't the only couple. Like, I bet that was his girlfriend at the time. And then there's another couple right here. They clearly did this for some sort of event. Just give the full details on what the event was and then ask, if you guys seriously view this as the same thing as, drag shows for children, then okay, I guess you're kind of hopeless. Bryce said Nima that any attempt to conflate this serious issue with the lighthearted school traditions is dishonest and disrespectful to Tennessee families. That's true. The school tradition Bryce referred to is most likely a powder puff football game. Okay, where the boys dressed as girls and vice versa during homecoming week. Bryce did not respond to a follow-up question asking for clarification. If you think that powder puff football games are literally the same as sexualized drag shows for children, then okay, whatever. He wasn't taking tips from the crowd either. Yeah. Now, while the event photographed yearbook would meet most definitions of drag, it would not necessarily be illegal under Tennessee's newly passed bill, which actually bans, or specifically bans male or female impersonators who provide entertainment that appeals to a prurient interest from performing in public or in front of children. Spokesperson for Lee's former high school, Franklin High School in Franklin, confirmed the images from the school's 1977 yearbook and appears to be Bill Lee. However, the spokesperson, Corey Mason, cautioned that there's no caption to accompany the photograph or any other form of identification. Much of the school's 1977 yearbook, including the image that appears to show Lee in drag, can be found in a U.S. high school yearbook database on Ancestry.com. Oh my God. I wonder what sort of embarrassing shit we could find out there on everyone, including ourselves. The image emerged less than a week after Tennessee legislators passed a bill to restrict adult cabaret performances in public or in front of children. Yeah, what they did is not a cabaret performance. It defines adult cabaret performance as topless dancers, go-go dancers, exotic dancers, strippers, male or female personages who provide entertainment that appeals to pure interest and similar entertainers, regardless of whether or not performed for consideration. Supporters of the adult cabaret bill, including Lee, say the legislation is needed to protect children from exposure to inappropriate entertainment. So this I think is kind of a bullshit reason, just because I can assure you, if you're a parent, your kids have probably seen sicker shit on the internet than you have already. Just saying. Yeah, it's all the other stuff that goes along with it that's the real problem here. But just protecting them from exposure to this stuff, I can guarantee you the internet has already shown them. Critics say it would unfairly targets an art form long associated with alphabet soup people and culture and broadly paints drag as obscene and sexualized. Yeah, so you know what this reminds me of? When furries are saying, "Oh, there's nothing sexual about this." Yeah, I believe you. So your two buddies over there yiffing on the couch. That's not sexual, right? Yeah, I got it. I got it. So after Lee's remarks Monday, some drag performance criticized his aversion to comparing the yearbook image to a drag performance. Congress response hypocritical. They don't understand what hypocrisy is. So he's saying it's okay for straight people to do it, but not the gay community. No, if gay people want to participate in a powder puff football game, they're more than welcome to. He's not saying that. Said Denise Sadler, 38, has been performing in drag in Nashville for more than 2 decades. That's the message he's delivering to those people. Wait. 38, performing drag for more than 2 decades. So under 18 while performing, kind of outing yourselves there. While Tennessee is expected to become the first state to pass such a restriction on drag performances and may soon have company, Republican legislators in at least a dozen other states have introduced similar measures this year, according to a Nothing But Crap News analysis. The image appearing to show Lee in drag is not the first of his yearbook photos that have made national news. In current year -4, he apologized after an image of him dressed in a Confederate uniform in the 1980 Auburn University yearbook emerged. God, that's why this is going to keep happening to him. He fucking apologized. You know what he should have done? When they were ripping on him for that Confederate uniform, he should have bought an SS uniform and showed up to a press conference with that. Yeah, this is what I think about your bullshit fake outrage. Yeah, they're probably in the middle of doing a Civil War reenactment. So by the way, if you are a Civil War reenactor, you better be careful, because if you're on the Confederate side and anyone snaps a photo of you wearing that uniform, your life's ruined in current year. Or a commissar. No, they'd be fine with that. If you went with some Soviet commissar, no, they support that stuff. They'll be fine. They support international socialists, but not national socialists. It's the same thing, but they don't see it that way.